Down, please. Sit down.
Also, kind of franchise. And in addition to that, what was it like having Magic right down the street from you an hour before he was supposed to meet with you? You talked about becoming late.
Well, I think there's something around the game for me in general, no matter where you're looking at, man. I'm just always humbled. I'm able to play this game at this level. I think we all know, and speak for itself, that this franchise has been a historical franchise in this league for years. We talk about the years they won championship, talk about the players that's come to this franchise that won this uniform, so that's an excitement in his own right. And then it's just always humbling for me anytime I get an opportunity to be a part of something special. And I believe the conversation I had with Magic that night was a special night, so I'm happy to be in this country.
LeBron, welcome to Los Angeles. I want to know how it feels. I know you've been with two teams before. Cleveland, obviously, we all think of you probably most with the Miami experience. You did very well there. What is it like to move to another place? I know you live here very much in the season, so it's not like a brand new experience. But what is it like to just change the location where you're going to be competing and representing another city?
I know it's always challenging when you move, no matter you do it as a professional, you done, your adolescent days, which I did a lot. So, moving from place to place is something that I've been accustomed to, especially growing up, where I come from. So, it's more challenging for the family, friends that take the lead, take the change as well. It's an uncomfortable position for them at the beginning, uncomfortable for me as well. Just learning new streets, learning new routes, learning new people, being around a different environment. So it's always a learning experience when you have to change locations. So it's an adjustment that myself and my family and my friends will all adjust to, and we'll be fine to do everything.
Hey, LeBron, Chris Sandoval from ABC7. Curious, as a man who's been to the NBA Finals 8 consecutive years, the last time you weren't in the Finals is when this franchise was in the Finals. What's your expectations as a man who's measured by championships?
My expectation, is to try to get better every single day. I don't expect nothing. You work for what you want, and you can't expect anything. I think that's for me, it's all part of the process, and we don't know. It's the unknown. The unknown is what to expect at the end of the road. So I don't ever base anything off of that. And, what I know I can bring to the table is being committed to having excellence every single day from a mindset standpoint, from how I prepare to go out and play. So everything else take care of itself.
Warren Jones, LA Sentinel. LeBron, obviously, definition of success for a successful season would be a championship. So are there any other markers or indicators that you have for this season being successful?
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe the only thing of success in modern season is winning a championship. There's only one champion, but that doesn't mean you're not successful. I think there's going to be wins and losses and things of that nature. But what you can control is how you prepare every day. How we prepare every day to try to get better every day. We're a new ball club coming together. Obviously, they have some returning guys, but as far as the ball club, we're all new to each other. So, we have to, take our bumps and our bruises. We have to, there's going to be good times, there's going to be bad times, and that's what happens with a team that's new. But if we continue to work the process and we continue to, sacrifice for one another and put in the commitment and the time to being great, then everything else will fall into place, as I said before.
Hey, LeBron, between breaking some film down of these young guys, knowing their games from previous years, playing some 5-on-5 here and talking to the coaching staff, have you gotten a sense yet of the way that you want to approach the games and how you guys might play with pace and just the direction of the team?
Well, my game, does not change no matter who I'm alongside. I believe my game can fit with anybody. I'm a team-first guy. I love passing the ball, love sharing the ball. And then watching these guys from the outside looking in, the level of pace that they play with, I'm excited about. I love getting up and down and running and things of that nature. So, but I think Luke and the coaching staff will let us know what they would like for us how we can be great, and we have to practice that, and we have to implement that every single day in order to accomplish what we want to accomplish.
Hey, LeBron, Bill Orem with The Athletic. Two questions. One, can you drill down to the moment you decided to make this move and that you wanted to be a Laker? And then, and what was that like, kind of as you kind of took in what that would mean? And then two, so much to talk about what you can do for the young guys. I'm curious what you think the young core that has been in place for a couple of years will do for you.
Well, I have a team, and to answer your first question, I have a team that we all come together. We've done this before. We mark out all the pros and the cons, and then at the end of the day, it's it's kind of up to myself and my family. So we kind of made a decision that this was our next journey. This is our next path, and so I was able to make the decision to come here. Truly excited, about this opportunity. And then I'm always in a learning process. No matter where I'm at in my career, I'm always in a point where I want to learn and get things from teammates and coaches and things of that nature. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we all can bring to the table and how we can bounce ideas and bounce things off one another in order to better our games, both on the floor and also mentally as well.
Yeah, LeBron, Bill Plaschke, LA Times. How much of your decision was based on the Lakers and how much on the business opportunities of Los Angeles, and how do you balance those two?
My decision was based solely on my family and the Lakers. Listen, I'm a basketball player. I play ball. That's what I do. That's what I live by. And when I do it at the level I do it at, everything else take care of itself. So, as far as my business, those things have been taking care of itself way before I even came out here to be a part of the Lakers franchise.
LeBron, Andy Kamenetsky, ESPN LA, The Athletic.
Where are you?
You've obviously accomplished a lot in your career, been through a lot of different scenarios. At the same time, joining this team brings a lot of attention. What, if anything, at this stage of your career creates pressure for you or constitutes pressure?
Say that again?
What, if anything, at this stage of your career creates pressure for you, brings about pressure?
Nothing. Nothing.
Hi, Marcelo Correge from TV Global Brazil. People still think about what this Golden State Warriors team can be in the league at this moment, because they keep adding pieces to the team, and sometimes it looks unfair. But you have a young core here with you and some talented players as well. Do you think that this Los Angeles Lakers can beat Golden State in the Western Conference?
We got a long way to go to get to Golden State. They can pick up right where they left off, starting with training camp. If they start today or whenever they start, we're picking up from scratch. So we have a long way to go. We can't worry about what Golden State is doing. Golden State is Golden State, and they're the champions, and they've been together for a few years now. So, we put that to the side. We can only focus on what we can do to get better every day as a Lakers franchise, and hopefully someday we can put ourselves in a position where we can compete for a championship, as Golden State has done for the last few years.
Josh Peter with USA Today right here, LeBron. Between the movie project, the TV project, the documentary, the HBO show, how do you juggle off-the-court stuff and on-the-court stuff and keep it from becoming a distraction potentially?
How long have you been following me? Huh? Apparently not long enough. There go your answer right there.
What did you make of Tiger Woods winning that championship yesterday at 42 years old?
To be honest, I didn't get an opportunity to see it. Sunday is usually, for the most part, family day with me and my kids and football. So I didn't get an opportunity to see it, so I can't even answer that.
LeBron, over here, Young Masuki, ESPN. You've been very good at kind of getting the strengths of your players, adapting to them and getting the best out of your teammates?
Fun to see how I can implement myself into that, and we can all implement each other and get the best out of the start of. It's like the first day of school, for me. You know what to expect, but at the same time you don't know what to expect. Me being my first time here, part of this franchise and this system as well. So I look forward to seeing how I can work and how we all can work together.
LeBron, right here, Brad from the LA Times. You and Rondo had some epic and testy games when you guys both played in the East. What's it going to be like having him as a teammate, and what was it like having him oppose you doing those pickup games last week rather than playing on your team?
Yeah, Rondo in my career, and since I've competed against him over the years, has always been one of the most cerebral players, smartest players that I've ever competed against. And one of the most competitive guys I've ever competed against. He know everything that's going on the floor. He know everything that you're doing. He know everything the team is doing. He know all the strengths and the weaknesses. And sometimes you kind of see yourself, when you see yourself in someone on the opposing side, that's where you think someday it would be crazy if you ever teamed up and you're able to join forces with that type of cerebral mentality where you know exactly what's going on the floor every possession. So it's gonna be a really cool moment when I step out on the floor with Rondo, just knowing things that he see and he know things that I see with us never ever have to say anything. It's not many of us in this league that can actually think and prepare with our minds before we even step on the floor and then actually play the game like the two of us.